Hey everybody, I'm Brian from Cruisin with the Colemans, and I am here in Middlebury, Indiana at Coachmen Apex with Max Kegel, and we are looking at a brand new, never before seen Coachmen Apex floor plan. What are we looking at today, Max?
So today we're gonna be looking at the 184BH. This is a nano floor plan, so it's only 7.5 feet wide. It's gonna be very lightweight, only 3,300 pounds, so it's very towable with mid-sized vehicles. And it's a single axle, fully laminated Alumacage coach. The 184 really is gonna help supplement our bunk model needs for the families out there.
So what are my best features outside here? What am I looking at that's really setting Apex apart from everybody else?
Well, here on the outside, you can first off see the great look that it has. We have a brand new graphics package this year. It's very sleek and very modern. It's gonna be very easy to clean. It has our awesome chrome lettering up front, and it has our new black glass door, which I think offsets the graphics really nicely and comes together very cool. Another cool feature on the outside we're still providing is our griddle prep and table prep. Every single Apex that you buy comes standard with a Lodge cooktop griddle that sits right on top of this table that also comes with the trailer. So it's really nice here that we didn't mount the griddle to the trailer. We're still giving you some versatility when you're outside. So this is standard on every single trailer.
Yeah, this new graphics package is really sleek. I like it a lot.
It's very cool, and honestly, we want it to look good going down. One of the little insider tip here, we actually upgraded our skirt metal around the outside as well. So you have more protection for your underbelly and your undercarriage on this side. You have no exposed bolts. Everything's nice and inside protected. We also are now doing some cool options this year. We have our Goodyear all-terrain tire option. This is our standard tire, a standard road tire, which is fantastic. It's very reliable, but you can upgrade to the Goodyear Wrangler all-terrains as well, which is really cool. So you also can option in some heat pads for your tanks, which is a really nice if you're gonna do some of that cold weather camping.
All right, let's take a look inside.
Absolutely.
Wow, this has got good space inside already.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a nice, this is what we call a slick. So it's a non-slide unit. And in a non-slide unit, you can run into a lot of obstacles and feel really tight. But I think this floor plan does a really good job still feeling very open. And a very common question I get is, why did you do the sofa? Why in the world is there a sofa here, not a dinette? Well, the answer to that is because we have another floor plan, the 185, that is very, very similar, almost the exact same layout, but with a dinette instead of a sofa. So we want to make sure that we have the best offering for our entire client base. Families all camp different. I always say everybody camps different. You bring different stuff, you take different variances of trips. So by creating this new floor plan that has the sofa rather than the dinette, we're just appealing to that many more people. So it's a really cool new floor plan, a great concept for us with having the sofa in here. So yeah.
I like the east-west bed up here in front. That also kind of saves some space and gets us.
Absolutely. And I always point out too, if you look at this storage underneath, this is also access to your pass-through, and that's substantial storage underneath there. Instead of having just your standard, 18 or 24-inch pass-through, we've got the entire width of the bed that's all open storage in here. Wow, so that's a really cool thing.
That is a lot of space.
Yep.
Plenty of room up here. This cabinet goes all the way across the front.
Absolutely. That's all open storage inside of there. And one little quick note I like to talk about is these cabinet upgrades we made this year with the new knobs and pulls. I've been talking about it for the last couple months because it's honestly a big upgrade for us. Having the actual magnetic catches, the nicer handles, easier to pull, you got that peace of mind that your cabinets are going to come flying open going down the road.
Our sofa here is 2 recliners.
Yeah, it's what we call a reclining jackknife. So I can come in here and sit down. This will fold down flat to a bed, Brian, but one of the really cool things about it is that it also kicks your feet up too. So I can sit here, relax, do what I need.
And kick the kids out into the campsite.
Kick the kids out, right? Well, the cool thing too, you'll notice the windows on our campsite. We've been talking a lot this week about campsite windows, but I can sit here, watch my TV, keep an eye on the kids outside, make sure that nothing's boiling over on the stove, all at the same time. And it's just a really cool, comfortable little concept. We've got a nice little nightstand right here that's gonna have some storage underneath, access to outlets. I mean, for a small camper, this is just a killer. It's just a really, really nice, comfortable, small bunk model.
It's very cozy, but it doesn't feel cramped because it's so open.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, and if you're looking, heading towards the back end of the trailer, in the bunks, the kids make the bunks their room. This is gonna turn into a child's bedroom. Even though it's just a bed, they're gonna have all their stuff up here, which is why we have the lights, which is why we have a nice open feel so that you're not gonna be stuck up in there and still get plenty of airflow back there. So our ACs all have the side flaps that open, so if you're running AC, you can actually blast cold air straight to that top bunk, which is a very cool little thing. There is outside storage here as well underneath the bunk. So like the entire bottom bunk underneath it has outside storage access. You can't get to it from the inside. I always call it Dad's toolbox, the stuff that you don't want people to get into, the stuff that, you know, your chemicals, your tools, your cleanup materials. It's a really great spot. It's on the off-door side, out of everyone's way, and it's just, you know, more storage. You can never have enough storage.
What about the kitchen? We've got some nice features in here too.
Well, the kitchen I'm really excited about this year because it has our new narrow 2-burner cooktop. So for years, Apex has always done the 3-burner, nice big wide-bodied one, which has been great. It served a lot of purpose, but one of the things that we found out is that most people really don't need 3 burners. 2 burners is really getting the job done for them. So having the 2 burners and the narrow footprint, I've now got that much more countertop space inside of here. And we've still got our deep farm bowl sink, which I love. You know, I will say one of the things I hear most consistently about our kitchens is that we actually have a nice big sink to do all your dishes in and not, you know, feel more like home as opposed to feeling like you're in a tiny camper. So, and once again, this trailer is only 3,300 pounds. So, I mean, there are minivans out there that are going to be towing this no problem. Still doing the 12-volt standard on every single trailer. I think I may have already mentioned, but the 15K AC is also standard on this. So, you know, on a hot day, if you're hooked up to Sure Power, you shut that door and kick on the AC, it's going to be an icebox in here.
And I do a Stargazer here.
We are actually not doing the Stargazers in the 184 or 185. And I'll tell you why. It's actually a great question because we are also doing solar standard, right? And when you come down to it, this trailer being so small, you have to really pick and choose about what you can do. We always say, you know, when you're picking out you're choosing your trailer, there's always stuff you have to give up or things you have to sacrifice. In the design of this trailer, in order for us to still provide that standard 200-watt panel and everything, I'm just running out of room, right? Not enough
ceiling space.
Exactly,
space.
Really, there's really just not. So no Stargazer on the 184 or 185, but it is still an option for the rest of our lineup. So it's actually a really great point to make in here because it really showcases how small this is. You know, you have a lot of customers and families, you want them to feel comfortable towing this down the road. This is not a big beast. It's a great, small little family trailer.
Let's take a look in the bathroom.
Absolutely. Well, this bathroom is actually fairly unique. And when you look inside of here, you may notice that there is something missing. We actually do not have a lavatory or sink here in this bathroom, which is wild because, you know, for your bathroom, all you got to do is step, you know, right outside. But in order for us to have the tub shower, medicine cabinet, and toilet in here and still be able to get away with a narrow body trailer, that's what we had to give up. So it's a unique bathroom though, because when you're sitting on the throne, you really have plenty of room. I'm not bumping into anything. I've got all the space I'm really ever gonna need, and you actually have a pretty sizable shower in here as well. So
I think I've noticed that in a bunch of the remotes, right? That they typically don't have a sink in the bathroom.
Yep, absolutely. And it's just like, these are, once again, when you're designing these narrow body trailers, you have to be somewhat creative in where things are gonna go while still being able to offer them the best experience possible. So I know it's kind of odd, you know, at first glance, but when you're looking at it and thinking about the practicality of it, it actually makes a ton of sense. If I was gonna put a sink or a vanity in here, where am I going to put it? You know,
right.
You know, it's either, you know, one or the other. So, but it does actually bring up another point that I noticed in here too. We actually have our control panel for the new tankless hot water heater that we're doing standard as well. So we've now upgraded every single Apex to the Fagati tankless hot water heater, which is really, really nice to have.
That's a new feature that I think a lot of people are going to get really excited about. The tankless hot water heater, the 12-volt fridge. I mean, man.
It's a really cool put together package. I think our team here at Apex has done a great job providing something that's going to be really usable, very functional for any family.
Thanks, Max, for showing us the 184BH floor plan from Coachmen Apex. This is a fantastic camper that's going to get you out on your next adventure. Make sure you leave us a comment below. Tell us what you like about this floor plan or improvements that you could see showing up maybe in the next model year coming forward. And check out our playlist for all of our other Apex tours.